Hey everybody. So this time I just want to share with you how to get your Twine games up online where they're probably not going to go away anytime soon. So what I used to suggest was a platform that Twine kind of ran, but has since decided they're closing down. So I thought the best way to go about this, because it's easy and it's free, is just use GitHub. So if you're familiar with using GitHub to get things into GitHub Pages, you really don't need to watch this. But if you're unfamiliar with that, then just follow along and easy peasy. It's really quite simple. So first step is to actually create a GitHub account. Go to github.com, sign up. You can actually sign up if you have a .edu email address, or you can somehow prove that you work at a university or a school. You can get a professional level GitHub account for free, so which is really kind of cool. Otherwise, it's still free. So what you want to do once you have signed up and you're in GitHub is find your repositories, which is what we call where we keep, just code generally speaking. And you want to create a new repository like that. So new, and I will just call this one Twine Test. If you're using the free account, you have to use a public one. I'm going to put private just so it doesn't show up out there in searches. Important thing here, because the Twine game or the Twine pages can actually use Markdown, or a form of Markdown. What you want to do is choose Jekyll in this Git Ignore field right here, just in case GitHub thinks that you want to create a web page just by uploading Markdown. You don't. So this tells GitHub to just kind of display it as it is and not do anything extra. So you go create repository, and it thinks for a second, and that's it. Now you have a repo in GitHub, and that basically just means you have a place that you can put code. And if you want to use GitHub for Windows, or GitHub, like the actual application for it, you can. Setting up folders on your computer so that whenever you save a file, it saves those changes and you have to commit those, but that's a bit outside of the realm of this. What you can do, really, that's easy as pie, once you save and publish your Twine game, right, and you have that HTML file, call that index.html, and then really, all you have to do is click on upload and then drag your index.html file over there. Now when I hit commit changes, takes a minute, voila, now your index.html is in that GitHub repo. Now, it doesn't mean that you can access it from the internet yet though. So what you have to do at this point is go to settings, and then you'll scroll all the way down to where it says GitHub Pages. Now, you want to choose master branch, because that's where all your stuff is. Now, you can choose to put it in a /docs folder if you want, but for this, I think master is probably okay. Now, once you choose master, it's going to take you right up back to the top. That's okay, but you can scroll down, you can see that it is ready to be published. Okay, now if yours is a public one, it will just say, like, that won't be there. You'll just have this. Now, it's not quite ready yet. It takes a little bit, so let's reload the page. There we go. Now it's published. Now, if you go to this website, which I'm going to do in a second, you'll see that it's still going to say 404. It's going to say there's nothing there. That's because even though we called it index.html, it can still take some time for the cache to show up and make sure that when you just go to the directory, it actually shows you the index file. So you'll see if we do that, hey, sometimes it works really quickly. So this is the Twine, just a real quick test, little one choice Twine game, right? Click on that. Quick but effective, but there it is, and you can see that it's just accessible to the world. Now, you can point people at that address, and every time you make a change to your game, and you publish it, and you go back into your code, and you re-upload that file, like that, you re-upload it. If you've made changes, you can just write down what the changes you made were, and then hit commit, and within just a few minutes, maybe even seconds sometimes, those changes will be live in your test game. Okay? It seems when somebody says we're going to use GitHub, that can seem a little bit scary, but I promise you that's all you need to do for this. If you want to go down the road of being much more complex and actually having the repo on your computer and making changes that way, you're welcome to do that. But this is just the easiest, most effective way of doing it. So I hope that was helpful. And if you want to save these Twine games on a server at work, say, and you have access to do that, by all means do it. All you need is a public-facing spot on the internet. It's really all you need. So again, hope that was useful, and see you soon.